Hey there race fans, welcome back to another video. It's Monday and we've got a race on today. Welcome to Autopolis International Racing Course. We're going to do a 5-lap race today, a sprint race, so there's no pit stops. It's just a straight sprint from start to finish with the aim of coming in first. We've been inspired, or I've been inspired to drive our Toyota MR-2 today, inspired by Kane from Black Raven Racing, who's been driving his MR-2 in his Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec journey through the career mode of that game. So he really had a great set of races this morning, so I decided, well, let me jump into mine and we'll see how I do with the highly modified MR-2 that we've got, which basically we had to upgrade to make it capable of possibly getting to the front of this race. So anyway, let's go through the field. So obviously that's us in the blue MR2. Then we have Sala driving the Aston Martin. Next we have Remy driving the C63. Then we have Hughes in the Ferrari 365. Cool car that. Then we have Gallo, who's driving the Mazda RX-7. Then we have a Subaru WRX Group B, who's driven by Ray. Then in front of him, on position 14, is Garcia, who's driving the what is this? That is a Toyota SFR. Okay. Then one of my favorite cars is position number 13, the yellow GT3 Porsche 996, driven by Pedersen. Then the BMW M2, the black one, is driven by Selmila. Then we've got a Ford GT40 Mark I from 1966, driven by Kuznetsov. Then we have Hapalainen, or Hapalainen, can't really pronounce that. He's driving the Lexus LFA, probably one of the best sounding cars in the world. Then we have Adler driving the Camaro ZL1, which is an absolute monster. Then Horton is driving a Lexus RTF. Then we have Abad driving the GTR Nissan. Then we have Salimo driving the Vision Citroen car, or the Citroen Vision. KTM Crossbow driven by Fiore. Alfa Romeo driven by Sanger. A Ford GT from 2006 driven by Byers, a British driver. Then we have a Supra driven by Canby, and Walter driving another Lexus RTF, and he's on pole. So that's the field. Let's get this race going. We're going to drive it from the inside, or we can drive it from the inside car view, so we can see how McVagger sees the race. Team ASR has sponsored this race, so we will be running in McVagger's car, the ASR team's car, the MR2. So that's the lineup. Let's get ready to race. Little MR2 sounding aggressive. Let's get going. The race is on. Something's happened on the left there. The GT40 got a bad start and it's held up the entire left or right hand side of the grid, and McVagger shoots straight away into 15th position. He had 14th for a second there, but Gallo took us back in the Anamia RX-7. Where are the other drivers? I'm sure they're close behind. McVagger trying to fight for that position number 14. He gets it, and now he's trying to take the outside line. I was chatting to the mechanics earlier on in the day, and they were saying that they've had this car in for testing and tweaking for hour after hour, hundreds of hours put into it to make it, to get it, slightly off track there. McVagger trying to avoid Salmea's M2 to make sure he didn't get in the into a barrier, into a crashed with the car and obviously ended up in the salad, but he seems to be fine. Didn't hit any barriers. Taking the outside line again, trying to steer clear of Salmaya's or what is the guy's name? Salmila's in 2. Taking it easy through the turn. Behind him, a whole bunch of cars. Taking it easy into second gear. Around the corner, he's taking the outside so he can get the inside advantage on the next turn. He gets the pass done. McVagger into 12th. Now chasing the Porsche GT3 996. The Porsche and the Lexus doing battle, but McVagger gets the outside line while they're busy concentrating on each other, and he gets the pass done. Now into 11th position, and Horton is in front in the Lexus RCF. The Porsche behind him as they go back onto the start-finish straight for the first time. McVagger now into position number 11 after one lap of the race. Quite an easy pass on the Lexus there, but now coming into this bend too wide. We've got the Supra and the Alfa too wide in front. No space for McVagger to get anywhere, even if he was close enough. But on the acceleration he does get the Supra, and now coming up on the back of the Alfa Romeo of Sanger. Through the turn, he's on his tail. Will he get it on the inside? Yeah, McVagger backs off slightly. You can hear it backing off the throttles. Will he get it now? Walter seeming having to Sanger forced slightly wide there because McVagger had the race line. He tries to come back on the inside. Will he get the pass done? I don't think so. You can see him in the mirrors there, but McVagger holds the position. Fortunately for the Team ASR driver, he had the line, and Sanger had to back off. Now he's chasing down Walter in position number 7 in the Lexus RCF. That's a cool, fast car, but I think it's going to be its disadvantage, at least, is going to be its weight. The Toyota MR-2 definitely has the advantage with power to weight. Taking it easy through the turns here just to make sure he does not come off the track. The Lexus behind. Oh, McVagger got that one wrong. He's off the track, and Walter sneaks through on the inside again with the Lexus, but unfortunately for him, McVagger quick to get back on the track, and he's back on the power, and I don't think he's going to hold 7th position much longer based on what we've seen already. He's McVagger through the inside line here. Unfortunately, that means the Lexus is going to have to go wide, and McVagger gets the pass done. Quick look in the mirrors to make sure the corner's free, and here we are on the start finish straight into lap number 3. McVagger in position number 17, chasing down Adler in position number 6, who is in the massive Chevy. That ZL1 has got too much power. But the MR-2 really looking like it's the guys have done a great job of getting this car into a state that it's actually drivable. McVagger was saying that it is extremely difficult to turn this car. You can't just use the only the steering. You have to use the brake and the throttle as well to assist with turning and getting it nice and composed. But McVagger into 6th position now. Can he take it? Yes, he does. He gets 5th position from Adler in the ZL1, and now he's chasing the LFA. You can hear that engine as we come past. Oh, very wide line through there, but he does get the position, and he's fighting to stay on the track. Salimo hogging the track. McVagger obviously 2 wheels in the grass, but does get the pass done. And now with 2 laps to go, or 2.5 laps to go, McVagger is in a position to stay on the podium, chasing Abad now in the Nissan GTR, which is never an easy car to pass. Very powerful all-wheel drive, but the little MR-2 seems to be able to hold its own here today. It looks like he's catching up. Abad in front of McVagger right now does hold the quickest lap of the race with a 2:10.955. Funnily enough, the driver in first position does not have the quickest lap, but McVagger beats it. It's a 2:09.360 held by the MR2. The ASR team has now got the quickest car on the track. McVagger now sneaking up on the back of the R35 GTR, a Nismo-tuned GTR to be precise, and he's sticking with it. I think the problem here is going to be the weight of the GTR in the turns. McVagger definitely going to have an advantage with these two bigger, heavier cars. The car in front in position number 1 is Byers in the Ford GT. McVagger with a very wide line here. The Nissan still keeps position number 2. McVagger hard on his heels, takes a wider line here so that he can... I thought he was going to undercut, but he didn't. He takes the pass on the outside, and the Nissan slips back into second. Now McVagger sets his sights on Byers, the British driver in the Ford GT. But look at the power of that Ford on the straight. It just leaves the Toyota behind. That said, the Toyota is definitely going to have massive advantage through the turns and the twisty bits of the track. The Ford under power on the long straight is definitely going to power out. Look at that. Look at the acceleration it has as it gets onto the power in the straights. McVagger right on his heels through the turns here. Well, it's very, very close. Byers tapping on the brakes, trying to keep the lead. McVagger takes the outside, going to get the pass. Oh no, the Ford's back on the power and he pulls away. McVagger sneaking towards the inside. On the power. Here we go. Here's the chase, and look at that Ford go. The Ford GT just disappearing, outrunning the Toyota. And behind is Abad. He's catching quickly in the GTR as well. McVagger sandwiched in between the two, but here we come up to the turns, and this is where the little MR2 should come into its own, and McVagger, if he can stay clean, should be able to get that Ford and take position number 1. That said, the finish line is on that long straight, so he'll need to get a big lead on that Ford in order to keep the Toyota in front as they cross the line. But he's looking to overtake here. He gets it done. Ford is behind. McVagger through the middle on the rev limit. Where's the Ford? Right in the rear view. It's a tight race between these two. It looks like the Ford's taken the inside. It has. McVagger right on his tail, and he's going to try the outside. It is the twisty bit, so he should have the advantage, but now there is a straight and the Ford is starting to pull away. The Ford is pulling away, hard on the brakes. Again, the Ford will have to brake a little bit earlier because of the weight of it, but now McVagger takes the inside. Oh, he slides the car out, and the Ford is back in the lead. He had the lead there for a fraction of a second, but unfortunately for him, Byers on the power and the MR2 and McVagger slightly too early on the power out of the bend, and he slid that tail out. But now it's all going to come up to these last couple of turns, whether he's going to be able to get in front or not, and then he's still got the straight to contend with Byers' straight line speed. I don't know if he has what it takes to get that car right onto the podium position for the win. Here he comes. Down on the power. He's right next to the Ford. Will he take it? McVagger into first position, the Ford right behind, coming around the outside. McVagger down on the power, all the way on the gas. The Ford is right behind him. Here's the finish line, and McVagger takes the win. Wow, Byers gets the pass done, but after the race has been won by the ASR team, McVagger behind the wheel of the MR-2. My word, what a race. What a race. Well done to the ASR team for getting that car to a point where you can actually drive it to that level. McVagger doing a great job of getting the car across the line first there, despite the level of competition there. Well guys, thanks very much for watching. Drive safe, take care, we'll see you on the track.